parking brake. Fuel proper tank. You get the time?
Yeah, let's do left tank because it's 8:26, and by the time we get it started and all that, it'll be 8:30. So we'll do the left.
All right, we're on the left tank. ELT armed. Yes. Trim wheel for takeoff.
So what we wanted to do, remember we used to do neutral. Now we wanted a little bit to the nose up. So that is now our new neutral, about right there.
Okay.
It just, the airplane behaves better. If you put it right at neutral, then when you try to rotate, there's too much force. And then when you relax after the airplane climbs that, it settles back down. So this is just easier for it to lift itself right off.
Okay. Flaps up, done. Circuit breakers, good. Okay. Alternate static, which is right there. Avionics off, electric trim off, and then takt time after we start it.
Yep.
Carb heat off, mixture full rich. Throttle to slight, which I never can remember, T or the L, somewhere in here.
Yeah, if we do it down somewhere just like where the letters are, that should be okay. And then once it kicks over, we just have to pull it back so we don't over rev the thing, but that should be a good starting point.
Okay. Let's see. Prime as required. 4.
Well, let's give it 5. And then the big thing is patiently, it's a little bit cooler, so it's not going to vaporize as much as if it was 85 degrees out here. But I'd rather have a little more fuel, and then when we're cranking, maybe have a better chance of it vaporizing and being able to get the thing to fire off.
Okay. Okay. Beacon is on. Master battery on. And this one.
The magic key.
Clear for up. Ready?
Of course.
Start.
Now you've already got highlighted. So now, just using, the little keys and the big keys, not keys, the big knob, little knob, we're going to put in CFB, right? And we always read to confirm. Now, we don't need to do anything. All we've got to do now is hit the direct button once we are exiting our download. And it'll give us a rough heading and all that. I'm just going to tell you that you're going to be looking at something between 040 and 045 to get the phone. All right. Yep, it's all set. You see 60 knots, you can start pitching up because the airplane's going to keep accelerating. Okay. So let's finish the rest of the emergency procedures.
Okay, if we have a problem before the first taxiway, we're going to pull the power and exit the runway. If we get off the ground and then have a problem and we've still got enough runway, we're going to go ahead and pull the power and land, even if we slide off the end of the runway. If we get off the ground, we have a problem, and we don't have enough runway left, then we're going to find a suitable place in front of us or in that general range to do a force field landing. Number one thing is going to be to pop the doors before touchdown. And then if we get up over 1,000 feet and have a problem, then we'll turn back to the runway and we'll find a place to land, whether it be the runway or the taxiway.
On the grass.
Yep.
Okay. So, and the 1,000 feet, just be careful with that.
Yep.
Yes, it's doable, but today is very calm winds. So if we take off 17, we got nothing to push us back. And depending on how far away we are, we might or might not make it back.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a judgment call.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of a judgment call.
Let's say we had, if we had 12 or 15 knot winds coming down the runway, yeah, that's a good choice because you're going to get a lot of push. What you don't want to do is do a real, baby face kind of turn. If you lose an engine, what's the glide speed? 70 knots. So if you do a turn and 45 degrees is okay if you're maintaining 70 knots and then aiming for the runway at 70 knots, you're going to get pushed, and yeah, we'll make it.